Your head? No, you're off
He
screen.
wants me centered in the camera. He wants it all.
Jeez Louise. It's
What's
like,
with this guy?
it's,
Brad, one of the things that I think is important is that this is the best time of year to buy a house.
why is that, Gary?
Well, it's a great time of year because, first of all, the kids are back to school, so people can focus on it. Second of all, anyone that had their house on the market over the summer and it hasn't sold, they probably are saying, let's do a price adjustment. Let's make a change. Let's make this better. Let's get it sold. And, so what you've got is actually an increased inventory. The houses that didn't sell, and then the people that are saying, well, it's the fall. We better put the house in the market now.
We haven't had a scenario like that in a while, Gary. That's a big change from 6 to 12 months ago, isn't it?
Well, it is. Absolutely. No question about it. I mean, real estate is cyclical, and I insist I'm going to show you that. You just keep thinking.
Okay.
I have the chart all ready to go, but it's not where it needs to be.
All right. Maybe you can describe it to us in great detail.
No. I took time to get this put together.
We all appreciate that. Well, while you're doing that, Gary, let's talk about the seasonability of things in general. Over the years, you and I have been doing this a number of years now, and typically things fall into cycles. They talk about the spring market and the fall market, but I know that over the last couple of years, we've actually seen, depending on where interest rates are, depending on the inventory and stuff, there's things that happen in the winter market and the summer market too. I know the summer market, a lot of times people are focused on, trying to get their kids into school. But with that first time home buyer market, which tends to be, things under probably, I used to say under 500, but now I'd say probably under 600,000. That seems to be more of a year round market. Would you agree with that?
Well, here's what I would say. What I would say is I wish I could show you that on my chart.
Should we go old school like we did the other day?
Well, I didn't. I threw out the paper after the meeting.
Oh, no, Gary. Say it isn't so. I thought you would keep that and put it on the fridge with a magnet or something.
Probably should. Actually,
well, anyway.
The magic of technology.
Look at that. You got it. All right. Okay. Talk away, Gary.
So this chart is one that we put together once a month. Once a month. I would be remiss not to say that the first time I saw this was with Anthony Lamacchia. I think Anthony Lamacchia is one of the brightest bulbs in all of real estate. And he loves data and looks at data. And so this is one that is liberally borrowed from him. This is, we do it every Saturday, single family, condo, multifamily. The data is pulled off of MLS. So it's not all of Massachusetts. It's a subset of Massachusetts. But one of the things that I think is interesting, and I have said this before, are you seeing my cursor, by the way?
Yeah, I do see your cursor. It's got a little bit of a trailing thing there too.
Can you show us that's because I'm old and I like to see the vapor trail.
It's what it's like the hockey pucks, right? Now you see when you watch hockey on TV, you can actually follow the puck by the trail.
Do they still do that?
I think they do. I don't know. Last time I saw it,
I saw it once. Anyway, here was this chart pre-COVID. Okay, and now we've got the same chart. You can see it's compressed. The variability has changed. So it's true that there's not as much activity as there was pre-COVID. But if you look at where we are now, right now, we've got the highest inventory we've had this year.
And in previous years, if I'm reading it correctly, right? I mean, if you look at the inventory from 2024 and 2023 and even 2022 there, we're well above those levels, which is really creates hope for people trying to buy homes. There's not just one on the market, there's a few on the market.
That's exactly right. And so I think it's important that people understand that, and that they also understand that when we get to November, Mother Nature, people, holidays, they slam the door on real estate. It doesn't mean that it stops. It never stops. There's closings every day. Okay, the registry's open. Uh, but my point is that when people talk about, oh, you get to the holidays, it stops. Well, it doesn't stop, but it certainly does slow down. Because a lot of people, they don't want people traipsing through their house in the middle of wintertime and
Yeah,
holidays,
yeah.
etc.
I think one of the important things, and it's fascinating. I'm so glad that you produced this chart, Gary, because it really is. If a lot of people think, the spring market, you got to buy in the spring market. That's the time to buy, right? If you look at the spring market, even when you look at the curve pre-COVID, the spring market tends to have less properties available than as you get into more towards the summer market. And again, now I know they drift off once you get close to November and such, but this is a great opportunity for folks to have. There's a number of properties out there they can have some choice on properties. Likewise, people that are
Exactly.
looking to sell. I think it's important that they price their home realistically because that's important too.
So I want to thank Kristen who put this together with some help from Sue and gives us an opportunity to have some conversation on it. Brad, let's move on and continue this on a different discussion.
That sounds good, Gary. Did you stop recording there for a minute or?